Greetings, dear ones. Welcome to this energy update and light language transmission. So we are now in the energies of the equinox. In the northern hemisphere it is the autumn equinox, and in the southern hemisphere it is spring equinox, taking place on the 23rd of September. And we have these great opportunities twice a year to receive this light streaming in on earth through our sun, where we are able to receive light codes. And light holds information. Light codes are information packed, available to reach us and to when received into our system, they awaken our DNA, they awaken memories and knowing in us, and this information that we receive from the light, from this higher consciousness, then gets activated with us. It's like if you have a substance that gets activated in, for example, in a liquid. So that happens with us when one substance meet the other, it gets activated, and that starts a process in us of remembering, returning to what we already know and what we truly are, for us to embrace and wake up to more of who we truly are, our multidimensional self, higher states of consciousness. And the equinox is this dance between light and dark, when there is a balance between day and night, light and dark. And at this time, when there is this great influxes of light, our shadows, our depth of darkness is exposed. So it's such a great time, an opportunity for them to be released, for them to be brought up into the light, to be released, and for us to expand and move beyond. So the astrological new year starts at this in the northern hemisphere, the spring equinox in March. So when we in the northern hemisphere, I use that for example because that's where I am, reaches the autumn equinox, we have reached the half of the new year. We are in the middle of that year, the astrological new year. So whatever was activated back in March, whatever journey we were starting out on in the beginning of that year, we are now in the middle. And at this time, things may have become very intensified. It's like, if you compare it to a birthing process, we are in the middle of the baby being in the birth channel. Everything is very intense. So if you experienced lately that things are ramping up, the dark is becoming even darker. You feel stuck. There may be heavy emotions, and what I also sense is this old programs, limiting beliefs, very these self destructive patterns are being highlighted right now. So I feel like this equinox gives us such a great, both even highlighting the shadows even deeper, even more, but it also gives us the tools we need to move beyond them, to release them. And we need to stay very focused at this time, and not get overwhelmed, but instead using this time and these energies and this beautiful light and light codes to work in our favor for us to release these deep held traumas and core wounds that we are now exposed to. So at this time, so what I feel, what I see, what I witness right now is what is showing me that there is another, we have hit another glass ceiling. We have done what we possibly could in this first half of the galactic new year, of the astrological year, and we now need to move beyond that ceiling, that wall, whatever is holding us back. We need to receive these light codes to be able, they work like a key, turning a key, to be able to move into that next phase of this journey that we are on, that we started in March. So what I sense is that many feel stuck. Many feel like there is this seemingly problems that we are not able to move beyond. We cannot find physical solutions to things. The dead end is what I'm hearing. A dead end. And I also hear the point of no return. So we can not but move forward. And what happens when we are in this beautiful space that the equinox creates, this time out of this time beyond time and space, this point beyond time and space, this infinite, where infinite possibilities are where we reach in infinite possibilities, because it is this 0 point, it is this still point. And that is this where we are connected to these very high levels of consciousness that goes beyond the physical laws, our limited human experiences, the way we think things work, the linear way of perceiving things and doing things. It is a time of miracles. And so what I wish to do right now is to help to bring forth these light codes of activation, of moving beyond, of moving beyond this glass ceiling, breaking the walls, open up to miracles, to new possibilities. So they show me literally, when I tune into this transmission, they show me the way forward, and there is like a big box standing in the way. And they say that this box contains both your traumas that is keeping you stuck, as energies stored in your cells, as memories, as dense lower frequency thoughts and emotions, limiting programs. It also contains the light. It's both the problem and the solution, and that is the equinox energy. It holds both the problem and the solution, and it is a great time for us to resolve. So I'm bringing forth a light language transmission and energy healing and activation for us to move beyond. To untangle kikoroson tre kichenarana kikoroson tosho. Mimurusho koroshantaya kiranashan. Etinoroshon noroso kiaranashana yarana titosh oronono. So they say, come into stillness, move into stillness. Find that still point within. They also say, let go of the mind. Remember that you won't find the solution at the same level as the problem. Move beyond, move above, shekre koroshon. And this is what is happening when we connect to this higher state of consciousness. Through this gateway of this still point, that the balance between dark and light, shadows and illusions creates menoloro sonorete orosante kriarashanar eorosanwa kiaranashana kikoroshonoshon esononoshon. So I now see how they broaden this pathway through shonono karanashana. And they ask you to breathe. They ask you to move beyond this time, the coming days and week ahead, where we will be in this beautiful high frequency energies and possibilities to move in faith and to breathe your way through, not pushing, not pulling, but make space for these energies to help you. And whatever you are facing right now, know that it is here to be released, that you are facing some of your core wounds. The core wounds are the root cause to so many of the problems you experience in your life. The pain, secretion, one core wounds may manifest into different forms, and they may seem there is, as it is, plenty of problems and pain, but it all stems from this core wound. Tentorro so kiarana shante koronon. Some of them are not from this lifetime. Seyo tono shokoro shono shono yoshai. Eso shokora sante arana ke korono. Ioro no shonkoro shono no 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 sentere ashana ke korosho. And just breathe. So the key is love. What will turn the key is, oh no, sorry. What will turn the key is love. So you are running away, you're trying to escape love, they say. It is this self-sabotaging energies, not being worthy, not being good enough, not being worthy love. That's the theme lately. And Toroshankyara Santaranai Norososhono Koroshantrea Kiaranashan. Denying love, Shokorosonono Ekinoroshonono Doshe Eria Santaranai. Just breathe. So by receiving love, that is what is like the gateway through for those energies to be received into yourselves, activating your DNA. So this is a great time for where your light body is getting activated, and that happens when the DNA is activated. Nekoroshon torono korono shentereashan anakireashan eyurososhofu. And we return to our original divine blueprint of who we truly are. And that pathway is through love. Oh, sonosho. And they say that so many of you have been working very hard to close the doors to love. Santo shawaranai. And you may not agree. Santeriashana, tekerioshano, they say. Poronosho korea santarana shinono. But that is what you exactly what you are doing. Karana shanterea santereke kokosonosho. Eneal e toshor sashana yate do tututu shinearana kearana shi. So they are clearing your field. Sheneti shoko kokosonoshan. So they show me that this still point is it is like a direct line to source, to God. Shivori Santa Shane Teneti Eriasane Korosho Viarana Tiorosh Sintosho Korosho Norosho Kiarana Liuna Shantaya Yaria Sonorosho O Korosho Fiarana Shene Sosho Korosho no Yorosho E O Ho Kiarana. So normally these energies they need to move beyond layers and layers of density and resistance, but now the path is open, the gateway is open. And that's why it's such a that's why many of us feel so overwhelmed and things may seem to be out of control because the energies move so fast and the shadows that are being exposed, are of a very ancient and deep nature. And they say, yes, many of you thought that you already healed this, but you are reaching deep layers and levels of the wounds, of the core wounds. Santaria naria shokorosho no. Ulurushai aitiar nekiara santarashanai. So what I explain right now is that they are fiarina transmuting all the reasons undoing the reasons for these wounds and how they play out, preparing you for them then to be removed. They are pulling back the roots. They are untangling. And just breathe. And they show me that much of what they are doing right now, they're operating beyond the human consciousness, and that is why I'm not really able to pick up on what they are doing or hear their translations and explanations. And they tell me that it's not necessary for me to know or for you to know. And that is the miracle the presence of miracles, and that is what we as humans perceive as a miracle, when something we cannot see the reasons, we cannot see the movement behind. It seems to be appearing from thin air. Out of the blue. It is the God finger, the touch of God. Neria Santa Shaliarana Korosun, Sofurusunuruno Shanayakyar, Esonurusuno Korosunono, Tashana Sinurusunono, Kiarana Shan, Ase Orosho. And then they show me this where Moses divided the ocean, the sea. So creating a pathway through. This is what they are doing for us. They show me Tayana Richuno, where you thought there was no way through. Me uriana liare corosonto shofere area tantarea corosonon. Escorosonon. Expect the unexpected is what they are telling me. Toshonorusantarana yakarana. So there is this holding on to limiting beliefs. Teshontoroshonoroshokorosonaya. So they're moving things in the mental plane. Senoroshanana. There is so much we are as humans are holding on to still. Koroshon Veria Santaranana, not allowing miracles to appear, not allowing the miracle mind, Sontorosonoriata, over the lower mind, seteri of limitations and fear. Mearana keoro Sontosonorosokuyarana. Ine oronotoso torosaniarana tetiatat. Uliare se korosonoro. Meo toshonoyo. U tosho koroshon. Sear aya kanaya tashan. Io tosho. O noroshanaya. They are clearing your mind. Tearea tanerea santarashan. Shuluru santara. So they say what much of what is standing in the way is this deep, 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 deep-seated program. So shono yoshono rea tantaranan, rea santarana koronoshono, not only yours, esinanane ancestral healing, kerea santare shokoroshono yaria naranake, and releasing the bloodline to shore santa koroshan wa. There's so much fear in behind the reasons why holding on to these limitations. Mu ineari senterosho koroshon torshon arasantaraya larena limitations. Release, remove, move beyond toshon no. Allowing your mind to be expanded. Teria taranana, to allow not even find new solutions, but to allow new solutions to find you, to miracles to find you. You are the magnet, you are the receptor. Santarashananana. They are preparing you to be open to receive. For love to find you. You just have to be standing in your light, to shine bright, to be a magnet to everything that is divine. To be a match for that very high frequencies to manifest into your life. To create heaven on earth, we need to be that Kiriantaria torsono sono liaranai. Kiarana karasana orason corononti erianai. Ulorono tutursi ariata nariaki orosonti aranaki karanaya. No yasito shanaya tashai. Ioroso shao. We need to realize that we already are of that vibration. Not to become, but to realize. So they are increasing your frequency. So I see how you grow taller and move beyond social limitations and limitations and limitations. Uria Santa Shaneke Areneria Sate Shokroso Ito Shonor Soshan Meo So Sholoriana Ekoroshoyatana. I feel that sense of danger in the belly. Tisha Naranai Shokoko Santa. That some of you feel like I'm too far from home, where home has to be in your safety box, and we are now moving away from that false sense of safety, that limitations that we keep ourselves in, and that may create this feeling of uncertainty, butterflies in the stomach. But also remember that there is this excitement and fear may be experienced very much alike. And your soul is rejoicing, your soul is celebrating that you are returning, that you are taking that leap of faith, that you're opening up for possibilities to find you. For solutions to find you, so that you can move into that next phase of the next coming 6 months of this galactic year, for your problems to be dissolved. So sante shanare seto shoforiana shakyara. Eo tashayatanai. Eori naseo sonosho. Murusana shayana terasan. Growing your angel wings. Activating your angel wings. The wings to be the symbol of freedom, of liberation, of reaching higher states of consciousness, of sovereignty, of self-empowerment, of remembering who you are, of divine light beings, of the light. Teoro sonoshoko, eliarna sakiara, sishono, shinorososh. And they say that you are now in a higher state, that you have risen above what created these problems, these wounds and traumas in the first place. You are here, and the frequency of what you're moving beyond is here, and it is now able to move into that frequency that you hold, and that's when it dissolves into the light. That is when the alchemical process transmute it back into light. And call it, don't move, don't lower your frequency back to the frequency of the problems, of the wounds and the traumas. Hold your frequency and it will dissolve. The path will be visible. This ocean will be divided for you as you step through and move, walk into the light in the coming next 6 months of freedom and liberation, of sovereignty, of self-empowerment, of love. So dear ones, embrace what is coming up during these days and the coming week. Know that you are being guided, know that we are receiving so much light, for these wounds and the seeming problems to be resolved, for taking that steps beyond, and to allow this light codes to activate you, activate your DNA and your light body as you remember who you are. And by remembering who you are, the doors will open up, the solutions will find you, the miracles will find you. And so it is. Many, many blessings. Thank you.